Rohan, where are you right now, Rohan?
I'm in Mumbai. It is such a pleasure to meet you.
It is a pleasure to meet you. I love your shirt. I
Thank
have,
you.
the poster you have behind you there in Mumbai, I have here in Los Angeles, right on the other side of this computer.
That's amazing. I'm so glad. What a great note on which to start this conversation. I'm here with for my audience. I'm here with Kevin Feige, president of Marvel Studios and the one above all. And my first question is, Kevin, I'm super excited about this. Thank you so much for chatting with me.
Thank you.
So we've got wuxia and martial arts finally in the MCU. Tell us about Shang Chi.
Well, yes. I mean, it was a project that we've been thinking about for nearly the entire 20 years that I've been at Marvel, and that we're finally able to bring it to life now is a great joy. You know, as we were finishing the Infinity Saga and Avengers Endgame, we were thinking about the future and how we wanted to proceed, and some of that was exploring some of the existing characters in new and unique ways, like people may have seen with Loki and Black Widow and Falcon Winter Soldier and WandaVision. But really, it was bringing new characters to the screen that some people might have heard of and many people had never heard of. And that was true going back to phase one, that even Iron Man and Captain America and Thor
This is true.
were not well known. Here, people forget that now. And that we really wanted to do the same thing at the beginning of phase four. And Shang-Chi is the first example of that. He's got an amazing group of supporting characters played by astounding actors, all of whom we look forward to seeing continue into the MCU. There is a new mythology around these 10 rings that people will see in this movie that we think will have repercussions going forward in the MCU. And you mentioned the fighting. The fighting and the action and the visual effects is always purely additive to us, to the story we're telling and to the characters we want audiences to fall in love with. That said, the notion of being able to hire the greatest stunt teams in the world and say, here's a Marvel budget, give us the greatest fights you could possibly do. Here's enough time, here's enough money, go crazy. And between the bus fight and the fight on the side of the scaffolding of the building in Macau and some of the bigger fights involving the 10 rings at the end, the team did a absolutely spectacular job.
That's awesome. So I know we're going to get a lot of stunts and action, but one of my favorite things about the MCU is how every single film is a different thing. So with Ragnarok, we sort of get this buddy movie on the road. With the Winter Soldier, we get this paranoid thriller. So what is Shang-Chi in that sense? What sort of movie are we looking at?
Well, I think it's equal parts, you know, has been described in some way as Shakespearean family drama with this family that had been torn apart by circumstance. And this movie very much is will they be able to come together? It's a universal, very epic story. And certainly, as we were just saying, the fights tap into our love and our filmmaker Daniel Cretton's love of kung fu films and of martial arts films. And you sprinkle in the MCU and Marvel mythology, and you have something very, very special.
That's fantastic. Can't wait to see. Thank you so much, Kevin, for the chat.
That was fast,
It's been a
Ron.
pleasure.
Thank
And
you.
good luck with everything.
Thank you so much. Good meeting you.
Thank you.